we are, leaving the Yukon River Camp. We just had lunch on our way down south again. It's been a great ride today. Dry, first day so far. We haven't had any rain, so pleased about that. So we'll do a couple minutes of video here. And immediately after leaving here, we're going to go over the Yukon River Bridge, 6% uphill, and then about 55 miles to the Dalton Highway sign, and we stopped that on the way north. So we'll get a before and an after photo. Theron is continuing to lead us today. Tom is driving the chase truck. So here's the bridge. Can't really tell, but it's a pretty good uphill. Good news is it's dry. You see the oil line right there? It goes right beside the bridge. You see these speakers here? If you stop on this bridge, they'll tell you to move on. You're not allowed to stop on the bridge. Look at the Yukon River. Gorgeous. Tell the road here is paved, but it turns to dirt not too far up here. A really nice day for riding. It's 60 degrees, very comfortable. Even though the wind is a little bit chill to it, it's very comfortable riding. I don't even have my electric gloves on right now. We did have a motorcycle breakdown today. Bob, his bike started to leak a little bit of oil. Couldn't really tell where it was coming from, but it was leaking on the exhaust pipe and smoking really badly. We swapped out the bike that we've been dragging behind on the trailer behind Jethro, and so he's riding the replacement bike now, and the bike that was leaking oil is strapped in the back of the trailer. And we continue on. A couple of the bikes, the fork seals are beginning to leak, which is completely understandable. Mine are not, but there's a couple others that are. As I mentioned before, these suspensions just take an unbelievable beating on this road. Dirt gets in seals, and then they can't keep the front suspension oil where it's supposed to be. And you can see it starts to seep out and leak. And then, dirt accumulates on the wet oil, it kind of looks unsightly, and you can see that it's leaking right away. That's what the Dalton looks like, mile after mile after mile. For 414 miles, I believe, it stretches. Hello again. My daily report today is we had a great day. For the first day in this whole adventure tour, we had no rain. Unbelievable, I know. We left this morning from Coldfoot and we rode down to Gobbler's Knob. That was our first stop. Our second stop was at the Arctic Circle. Our third stop was at the Yukon River Camp for lunch. And then our stop after that was for gas, I think in Fox was our next place we stopped at. And then we went to Chena Hot Springs, where we are right now. So tonight I indulged myself and I went over to the hot springs with a few other guys here. And we soaked in the hot springs, the natural hot springs, for about 40 minutes. Totally relaxed. I mean, they had like a waterfall feature where I let it pound on my neck and shoulders and it felt great. So highly recommend it. It looks like it's a very family-friendly place. Lots of things to do here. It's at the end of the road of Chena Springs Road. So far, I highly recommend it. They run all their power off of geothermal power. They have a greenhouse where they grow all their vegetables for their restaurant here. Pretty neat. We also had some excitement today. We had one of the bikes sprung an oil leak. Tonight we found out it was just a loose oil filter, but at the time it was dripping on the exhaust on one of the other guy's bikes and smoking a lot. His bike went on the trailer and the spare bike came down and he rode that for the rest of the day. When we ate dinner tonight, Theron and Tom missed dinner until much later because they were cleaning all the bikes. The other exciting thing that happened tonight was that my bike was overheating quite a bit. Combination of we were going pretty quick and the radiator's full of mud. So while we were at dinner, they cleaned all the bikes and got them hosed off. When we stopped in Fox, we found a place to rinse off the radiators and my temperature dropped by about 40 degrees in a matter of a few seconds. So it could have been a huge problem, but it was averted. Otherwise, things look to be going okay. Most of the bikes are leaking from their front fork seals, as I mentioned the other day. You know, it was great to have no rain, not have to wear the rain suits. We made really good time. From the end of the Dalton Highway to here in Chena Hot Springs, it's all nice. Most of it's very nice paved road. We made some pretty good time. Good day. Beautiful sunshine. It was actually 81 degrees today here. It was the hottest I've seen on this trip. It was a good deal. Coldfoot, when we left this morning, was about 52, but comfortable to ride, no problem at all. I highly recommend Coldfoot. Even though the accommodations are Spartan, they have tremendous meals because they cater to the truckers, so the meals are very hearty and they're not unreasonably priced, and they're huge servings. They have free laundry. I took advantage of that last night, did a few things. They have an exercise room, they have a lounge. It's not the Hilton. And things are very Spartan and the buildings are, you know, they go through winter, so it's tough on them, but overall it's not a bad place. Beautiful scenery. It's just a long way to Coldfoot, Alaska. Tomorrow we head all paved for Talkeetna, which is our penultimate night on the road. The trip is coming to a close. So far, no close calls, no accidents, and nobody's dropped a bike or had a wreck on them. We had one parking lot tip over, but that's other than that. Tom and Theron doing a great job of being the tour guides, and it's been a good trip so far. And that's about it, I think. We will talk to you tomorrow night from Talkeetna, Alaska.